Dalton Howick here today. We're going to talk about our traditional bench press, look at some of the different variations and the proper form that is associated with the bench press and the safety precautions as well. Let's get started. All right, so just look at the setup here. The big thing I like to focus on is when I get my bench set up, I usually have about a palm's length from the top of the bench to where I see the shadow of the bar at. That'll set up for a nice smooth placement of the bench so that when you get under, it typically represents your face, and that'll help give you guidance on where the bench should be so you're not too far in or too far out. So we'll get underneath here. When we first get here, we want to kind of just lay down. You want to get it to where your scapulas are right in the edges of the bench right here. So once I get situated right here, I like to put my hands on the bar, get a nice feeling of it. This bar is a little bit different, and all bars are different. Some of them have different rings and the grips and everything. But this one feels right about right where I put my thumbs at the edge, and that's where I want my grip. Then when I get my grip, I'm gonna wrap my thumb right here. You don't wanna get like this because you can have a bad grip where your hands. All right, so once we get under here, get nice and situated. Got my eyes right here underneath the bar. That's where you want to be, is kind of your eyes just directly looking at the bottom of the bar. That's a good placement, that's a good setting for you to be at. Then once you get in here, this bar is a little bit different than some bars, but the way it feels for me is I got my thumbs right here on the ends of the grips, and that feels right. And then once I get in there, I wrap my fingers. Some people don't believe in that, and they want to wrap their hands like this, and that gets their hands to go back like this while they're bench pressing, and that can hurt your wrist, and you have a lot of wrist issues. All right, so a big proponent that gets missed a lot in the bench press is people's feet. So a lot of people don't like to put their feet on the ground. They like to come back, bring them up, or they don't care about their foot placement. But for a traditional bench press, if you want to do it right, you get a foot placement. So I like to bring mine in just a little bit, got just inside that 90-degree angle, probably like a 70-degree, and then I'm on my toes a little bit. So I come in back here, my feet are here, and I get a nice pushback. So you're kind of pushing back like you're trying to slide this way against the bench. Your body weight will keep you down. You won't slide against it, the material will let you. More advanced, people like to bring theirs up, and this takes the whole leg part out of the bench press, and this brings in the whole upper body, and that's something that's more advanced for people who've been doing this workout a long time and know it. All right, so the last component to get touched down on before you get into bench press is your elbow and shoulders. A lot of people like to get in and out. I'm going to demonstrate it a little bit and then talk about it. So we get in here, we get our grip, and we're right here ready to go. We de-rack the weight. A lot of people like to get their elbows out and then get in a 90-degree angle out here. That's not what we want. We want to come in nice and easy, nice 45-degree angle. See how it's kind of just there? It's in the middle of that 90 that's out here, and then right here in the bottom. When we bring it out to 90, we're working more of our pec minor, and that's not what we're trying to hit. We're trying to hit right here, nice in that the big pec muscle right here. And when we get inside too much, we're focused more on the tricep. That's more of a tricep press anyways. All right, there's one more thing that gets misconceived when people do their bench press, and that's the way that they curve their back. So when people come backing down and they're sitting here, they like to just be here, get their feet really behind them. They got a nice big back arch, get their chest pushed up, and that's not where we want to be. That's a power press. The big thing that people are focusing on with that is a 1 set, 1 rep max. All the key components that I talked about, those focus on you getting multiple reps at a time. The big thing is I know that there's a lot of progressions, but there's steps that get missed a lot in the bench press. And for us, I want to make sure that you get the best out of yours. We want to make sure that you're safe and that you're getting the maximum efforts day in and day out.